This is CBC Here and Now.
Still on the picket line, the strike of Mount Pearl city workers is entering week 7. I'll recap for you what's happened so far. That's just ahead on Here and Now.
It'll be non-stop, but it's going to be great. I'm going to say looking forward to it.
Just days away from the Stanley Cup parade, and Cup fever is building here in St. John's. I'm Garrett Barry, and I'll bring you that story coming up on Here and Now.
We are live at Bannerman Park for a preview on the big event that is going to rock this park this weekend, St. John's African Roots Festival. We've got all the details coming up.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Carolyn Stokes. We begin tonight in Mount Pearl. That's where municipal workers are entering the 7th week of a strike. Here and Now's Henrika Wilhelm brings us up to speed on where things stand and how we got here.
As you can see behind me, city workers in Mount Pearl are still on the picket line. The strike has entered its 7th week today. More than 200 Mount Pearl municipal workers, represented by union CUPE Local 2099, went on strike on July 7th. The union doesn't want to accept a two-tier system the city plans to implement. The union says that system would mean unacceptably low benefits for new hires. Local 2099 members work in areas such as road maintenance, water and sewage, or recreation services. As a result, the Glacier Arena, the Summit Center, parks and fields have all been closed until further notice, leaving parents and children hoping for summer programming in limbo. Summer camps continued, however, so has garbage collection, though it has been scaled back slightly. On July 22nd, the city issued a press release claiming repeated instances of disrespectful behavior that continued to go beyond legal picketing to bullying and intimidation. Then, at the city's council meeting on August 9th, Mayor Dave Akers said the city has spent over $40,000 on video surveillance of the picket line, something CUPE 2099 President Ken Turner has called atrocious. Both sides have accused the other of slowing negotiations down due to inflexibility. Only last week, both Mayor Aker and Local 2099 President Turner said that almost no progress has been made. Last Friday, Aker told CBC News there have been 2 meetings since the end of July and that there are 4 major points the two parties disagree over: shift considerations, sick leave, compensation, and management rights. According to Turner, the city has offered a wage increase of 5% over 4 years, something he has called inadequate. Currently, neither side wants to talk about the status of the strike. Mayor Aker declined comment today, but a city spokesperson tells us he might do an interview on Monday. With still no progress made in the negotiations, the strike continues here in Mount Pearl. That's bad news also for parents and children, as programming cancellations could continue into September. Henrika Wilhelm, CBC News, Mount Pearl.
Police have charged a 64-year-old man for historic sexual violence. The RNC's Child Abuse and Sexual Assault Unit say police have charged a man now living in Montreal. Police say last year they received multiple reports about sexual assaults that happened between 1997 and 2009. The victims were youths at the time and were known to the accused. In a news release today, the RNC says the man is charged with sexual assault, assault with a weapon, incest, bestiality, and other crimes. Police say the man will appear in provincial court at a later date. Well, an update for you now on the status of St. Lawrence's emergency room. Earlier in the week, we told you the U.S. Memorial Health Center would reopen today. Well, Eastern Health says the ER will be closed on Monday and Tuesday of next week due to a lack of staff. Anyone needing emergency medical attention is being advised to go to Buren or Grand Bank or call 911.
Well, I tell you what, the meteorologists sure know how to pick their vacation days. I'm Chrissy Holmes in for Ashley Brauweiler. What a day we had. Hope you're enjoying your Friday, Ashley, because it has been incredible. Once that rain finally cleared up, and we had a good bit of it, especially in St. Joseph's, where they got 62 millimeters overnight last night. Once it actually ended, the temperatures went up, the humidex values through the roof. We actually set some records with that today. I'm going to tell you about that a little bit later in the forecast, but even here right now, feels like temperature well into the 20s. You know what did come up though? The wind. Right? We're here at Bannerman Park. St. John's African Roots Festival is going on. They got this film festival happening here tonight. The kids are starting to gather. You can see them over there tumbling, having a bit of fun, not minding the wind, trying to keep the popcorn down. But I tell you what, I'm going to shout out our buddy over here, Roger, with Canadian AV, trying to keep that blow-up screen up. Yeah. That's a full-time job right there. Wind's going to be a little strong. Roger's going to be busy here for the next little while trying to keep that going. But as for tomorrow, I think the name of the game, if you're out and about in St. John's and coming here to Bannerman Park for St. John's African Roots Festival to enjoy all the music, you're going to want your raincoat. I'm going to break down the weather coming up for you in just a bit. And we're also going to get the details on what is happening here in the park tomorrow. So much stuff to talk about. We'll talk with the president, Navelle Sarr, in just a bit.
Thanks so much, Chrissy. Well, Alex Newhook will soon bring the Stanley Cup home. There's a big celebration planned in St. John's on Monday when Newhook brings the trophy back after 12 long years for a tour around his hometown. Here Now's Garrett Berry reports.
It's been more than a decade since the Stanley Cup has been paraded through the province, but come Monday, it's back.
I think it feels real now. Yeah, the hype's been going on for so long, and it's been building to this day. So for me, it seems pretty real. Now that everybody's starting to come into town and things are ramping up and everybody's so excited, yeah, I think it's awesome.
A dream come true for fans and for Alex Newhook's proud parents.
I'm super excited. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it and feel so fortunate that at least we can all be together as a family and enjoy the excitement with him on his special day.
It's the third time the Cup will be toured through the capital city, first with Danny Cleary, who took the Cup to the Janeway after he won it in 2008.
I think the biggest thing for me is going to be the reaction, how people perceive. It's amazing what people think of this trophy.
3 years later, it was Michael Ryder's turn. After an infamous mishap, he took the Cup up to Bonavista by helicopter.
I wouldn't be where I am without all the support from people back home.
Hundreds were waiting. This time, the Cup will travel through the streets of downtown St. John's, starting at Bannerman Park and ending up here on the George Street main stage. It takes a lot of planning to make a parade like this happen.
When you come to the province of Newfoundland, it's a whole new ball game because the entire province becomes part of the day. And that's really why the Stanley Cup travels, because of that. It's things like that where the community becomes as big as the player that won it. So to put everything down in paper to make it all happen and all the logistics, it takes time.
The result, hopefully, happy memories for hundreds of young fans and no slippery tables this time.
This is a big feather in the hat to the police that were there. They always carry a toolkit with them. So myself and Walt and the officers went behind the scenes and we knocked the little dent out of it was, but still it made the headlines, and it's one of those hockey lore histories that we'll talk about forever.
Monday's parade is set to start at 2 o'clock Island time. Garrett Berry, CBC News, St. John's.
Going to be an exciting day. Well, sticking with nostalgia, as we reported this week, the discount chain Zellers could be making a comeback. The Canadian department store holds a special place in our Ariana Kellen's heart. She was guest hosting the St. John's Morning Show today, and well, I'll let her explain.
Zellers, 'cause the lowest price is the law every day.
If you're watching the show right now on visual radio, you'll see that I am wearing something pretty nostalgic from the past. Yes, that is the Zellers logo on my chest. This is an old Zellers uniform. I used to work at Zellers for years. I had to break it out today because we're going to be speaking with Memorial University prof Tom Cooper about the Zellers comeback. Did you ever think that there would be a reboot?
No. At the time, I thought, there's huge amounts of competition at the time. We had Target come in. We've seen what I call the race to the bottom, where you see Dollarama and everyone is really, really focused on discount. But nostalgia plays, and where organizations and companies are so focused on growth, if there's an opportunity, if there's a niche, if there's something, if there's a demand that's not being met, then Zellers may have an opportunity.
So So, how strong a factor will nostalgia be in Zellers' success? Here and Now's Sarah Antle hit the streets of St. John's today to ask people what they think.
So what do you think is Zellers coming back to Canada, even if we're not going to have a box store here?
We will have a box store back here sooner or later. It'll just take the time to readjust. In the condos I live in, everybody is saying, we can't wait to go back to where we used to go.
And why does everybody like Zellers?
Because everybody picks a store in their life that they really like, and that's where they end up going to, and that's where they remember getting the best deals.
I used to remember it had a little food eatery inside, so we'd do like a whole day where it would be like the shop, you'd get everything done for the house, you'd get everything done for the school season, then you'd go and the little sit down in the cafe. It wouldn't break the budget, so it was like a whole day out.
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, I remember Zellers growing up. It was pretty much such a popular spot for department stores and all that, and it was sad when they closed, but they should really relaunch. I mean, I think they can do big if they do it right.
And what do you think about stores coming back from the 90s and nostalgia and looking back on the past?
Oh, well, it's great. They'll need to adapt to get back into the 2020s, but like I said, if they can do it right, they have a good shot. I mean, and it's great to see stores come back from the past, but modernize, if you know what I mean.
This started with Zellers coming back, and that's practically a branding lie. Zellers is not coming back. A high-end pocket store niche marketing is coming back, so they're not selling us anything. They're selling us an online label.
I know they're not coming here as a physical location, but yeah, it's nice. Can't get enough Zellers.
What stores do you want to see reopen in Newfoundland?
And one of the stores I'd like to see come back is Kmart.
Good morning, Kmart shoppers.
I used to get my pictures taken and everything there. Like, there was a couple of family pictures we got, like of me and my brother, like from Kmart's portrait studios.
Well, if the temperatures haven't had you working up a sweat the last couple of days, our next guest has been working on a plan that is gonna make you sweat tomorrow. So Novell Starr is president and founder of the St. John's African Roots Festival. So first of all, Novell, tonight you're getting things on the go. Like, thanks for making time for us, because I know you're right in the middle of this. What is on the go here tonight?
Yes, tonight it's the end of International Film Festival. It's the last film here. It's the first animation film from Nigeria, and we have the first one who will be screened for the first time in Canada tonight. Yes, after that, just before that, we'll open the St. John's, our annual music festival, St. John's African Roots Festival, with some drum workshop and some dance before the big day tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm going to get into that here in a minute, because anybody that's in town is going to hear the drums and the music going up from Bannerman Park. They're going to be wondering what's on the go. And in case this is anybody's first introduction to the St. John's African Roots Festival, just give us a backstory, why you started it and how much it's grown.
Yes, we started the St. John's African Roots Festival 4 years ago. The idea was to build a bridge between Newfoundlander and African Afro-descendant community in St. John's or in Newfoundland in general, because usually they came and most of them want to leave after studying or having after the contract of work, and because they didn't feel home in St. John's or in Newfoundland. And I started this one to make a connection between Newfoundlanders and African community, because we have many similarity, love of music, and we have Atlantic Ocean. We share the same Atlantic Ocean, except this side is cold and that side is warm. But when we put this festival and bring people together, we can know each other to have a better life to live together.
How cool is that? You're so true. You're so right. And the music's a really good point, because yeah, Right? Everybody kind of gets in on it, and you have such a huge list of performers coming here tomorrow. Like, I was looking at the rundown, I'm like, this is going to be a trip around the world, like, for real. Like, what do you have lined up here for the park tomorrow?
Exactly, it's crazy. We have like people from around the world, as you mentioned. We have someone, Edward from BC. It's a Uganda guy. You can see him just here with his drums coming straight from British Columbia. We have Zellers and group from Montreal, originally from Senegal. We have Karim Saada with his group from originally from Algeria. We have many local people like we have Congo dancer, we have Cote d'Ivoire, we have Nigeria, we have even we have Oriental dance, we have Latin dance, we have everything. You can like you can't miss it. Everyone, if you are a music lover, this is the place to come tomorrow.
Like, are people going to learn how to dance to, like, I mean, is there going to be some lessons here too? Because we're like, you know, if somebody wants to know how to dance well, they don't already.
Exactly. We have some dance lessons here, and we have like very professional teachers. If you want to learn some dance, Afro dance, Latin dance, Oriental dance, this is the place to come. We have like very good teachers, professional, and it's going to be awesome.
Okay, and here's the shocking part. This is free?
Yes, it's free. We are not charging. It's free. I know usually in Newfoundland or St. John's festivals are not free, but we decided to do it free because usually people doesn't know a lot about African music or African culture, and for us we can charge these people to come to discover something they didn't know, and they come and see the discover and they will love it, and we start the connection between the Newfoundlander and Africans.
It's so cool. I mean, a lot of volunteers are helping to make that happen, I would say. Big thank you to them, right?
Yes, we have a lot of volunteers, and we are expecting more volunteers tomorrow. And what about the weather?
Yeah, good big question, right? Novelle, do you got a minute? Because it's a little complicated. I am going to get into that here in a minute. Do you have rubber boots?
No.
Okay, you might need them. We'll get you set up there in like 2 minutes. But the good news is that it starts well because the festival starts at 1, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, we'll go with that one. It's going to start well, but you might need the rubber boots for the back half. Novelle, Sarah, thank you so much for making time for us. I'm going to let you get back here. I know everybody's so busy getting ready for all this, but yeah, the weather has a lot to do with it, and we are going to be talking about the weather and how it's all going to play out here for tomorrow, as long as you dress for it, right? That's coming up here on Here and Now.
Thank you so much.
We're going to check back in with Chrissy Holmes, who's filling in for Ashley tonight. Chrissy is at Bannerman Park in St. John's. So, Chrissy, after a week of RDF, it looks like things are really clearing up just in time for the African Roots Festival. And you mentioned earlier that folks might want to bring some rubber boots out there tomorrow, right?
Yeah, and I'm so sorry to say that. And Carolyn, looking around here, you'd never guess, right? Like, this feels kind of like the carrot at the end of the week stick that we've all been running toward. Finally, right? The sun comes out. The hammocks are out here. There's some smell of wacky backy way over there. People are just enjoying themselves here in the park here today. Down here, the kids, right? Nobody minds. It looks a little bit like this story's going to change, though. So I'm going to have to tell Novell now, get your rain boots. I didn't want to break the news to him too early, Carolyn, but anyway, you know, it's been a lot of weather in the last 24 hours. Let's take a look. Look at that warm day right across the island. Those are some of the posted highs, with the exception of the southwest portion of the island. Temperatures well into the 20s for most places, and feeling a lot warmer than that. Just check out those humidex values that are still in effect in red right next to the current highs there. St. John's still feeling like 28 degrees. Gander still feeling like 26. But I tell you what, earlier today, we actually set a muggiest record ever for this day, August 19th, for both St. John's and for Gander. So the humidex value made things feel like 34.1 in St. John's, right around 12:30. An hour later, Gander hit the same. So very high dew point, around 22 degrees, unusual. Hence why we, set a muggiest record ever for both St. John's and Gander for today. Now, things have changed, and they're going to continue to change as we get into this evening. So we had a little bit of you probably felt that wind shift there mid-afternoon. It's the start of some unsettled weather. So for the island, we're going to see some increasing cloudiness for tonight. We've got some fog coming in and some of those onshore winds there for the Avalon and the east. We get a chance of drizzle or showers overnight for the northeast, for the south, right along the Burin Peninsula there and into the southwest. More certainty of showers, though, the further west that you go. So what we're looking at tonight for the west coast, about 5 millimeters. Now, the further west or the further north that we actually go, we're going to see up to about 15 millimeters tonight possible. So it is going to be a wet one. For Labrador for tonight, a chance of showers or drizzle, and so that is for the southeast and right along the mid coast. For Happy Valley, Goose Bay, same thing. It looks like those showers actually going to start to end and then set the stage for more of a clearing trend. For Labrador West, partly cloudy skies. We could see some showers early this evening, but on the whole, things will be clearing up. Now into tomorrow. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to start with St. John's here because that's where we are right now in Bannerman Park. So tomorrow's going to start good, okay? Great start to the day. Things are going to unravel for the back end of the day. So somewhere right around, late afternoon, we're going to start to feel that wind shift north. Conditions going to get unsettled from there. The rain moves in right between that 5 and 7 o'clock window, right when you want to be on the patio. That's when the rain's going to start coming down. Not a whole lot, about 2 to 4 millimeters. But after that, when that starts to dry up, we're going to have cooler conditions, less humidity. It's going to be a little drizzly. Winds are going to be calm, though, but we are going to be into that northerly pattern. Elsewhere, right across the island, a bit of an unsettled day, pop-up showers. Temperatures still into the 20s for most areas, but going to be feeling warmer than that with humidity values, making things feel more like into the high 20s. Same kind of deal for Labrador. We're going to see some clearing in the morning, mainly sunny in the southeast and Happy Valley, Goose Bay. And it's going to be humid, too. Temperatures in Goose Bay going to be feeling more like 29 degrees for tomorrow, but a little bit later in the day, there is a chance that we could see some showers in the north and in the west as well. So something to watch for there. Now, let's get into our 5 days. So into the long range for St. John's in the east, basically sun and cloud mix as we get into your Sunday, high 22 degrees. And as of Sunday, that is going to be the start of some warmer weather. We're going to get back into that southwesterly flow, and that trend is going to hang on for the next few days until we get into Tuesday night into Wednesday. Future issue. We're going to leave that for Ashley as we get into Monday. As for western Newfoundland, a little bit of unsettled weather to start for your Saturday. Yeah, but that rain is going to clear out by afternoon. Going to be humid in Corner Brook, by the way, tomorrow, feeling more like 29 degrees, but that warm, sunny weather going to hang on once it settles in on that Sunday, and that's going to make for a nice start to the week, nice start to the work week on your Monday. Elsewhere, yeah, so Tuesday into Wednesday, that's kind of the spot we're watching here now. Looks like we're going to have a system come in that's going to bring rain right across the island. But on the whole, yeah, things are looking pretty good. For central Newfoundland, very similar pattern there. As soon as we get into Sunday, into Monday, that's when we're going to start to get some more summer-like temperatures. But Tuesday into Wednesday, that's where we're going to start to see some of that rain come back. Into Labrador for the west, unsettled weather, pop-up showers. That's going to be sticking around Saturday right through to your Monday. Things going to start to clear out as we get into Tuesday, though, but still watching how that system is going to impact into Wednesday for western Labrador. And for the east, sun and cloud mix for your Saturday. We get a chance of showers on your Sunday. Showers going to move back in on your Monday, but it is going to be humid, high temperatures, and that is going to be the story. Yeah, so a little bit of a roller coaster there in terms of the weather conditions, as always with Newfoundland and Labrador weather. Never go to a festival without bringing your rubber boots, right, Carolyn? I think that's the moral of the story. It just, it's how it is around here, you know?
Yes, always be prepared.
Gotta get in the poncho business, I think. Yeah, we gotta get in those disposable poncho businesses. Get Ashley to get us in on it.
Yes, for sure. Great idea, Chrissy. Thank you so much. We'll check in with you a little bit later in the show. Well, she's the most decorated female singles skater in Canadian history, and she calls Marystown her hometown. Caitlin Osmond retired from sport in 2019, but is still heavily involved in figure skating, the figure skating world, as a full-time figure skating coach in Edmonton. Osmond has returned to Newfoundland for the first time in years, and earlier today she caught up with the St. John's Morning Show's Ariana Kelland.
That's a really good question. I don't know what I'm up to these days. Pretty much I'm just coaching most of my time in Edmonton and starting to go back out and doing seminars across Canada. And that includes coming back here to Newfoundland, where I was able to be a guest coach during their summer camps here for the past week and a half. So it's been super fun to get back here and see where I'm from again for the first time in nearly 2 years, over 2 years. Yeah. And other than that, it's just figuring out what's next in my life.
In her first Olympic run-up for Caitlin Osmond.
And she has really given Canada a push.
I love coaching at the same rink every day, but a big passion of mine in skating is to be able to see generations of skating from all over. And I had a little taste of that during the pandemic when we were all on Zoom, and I got to see everybody from everywhere almost every single day. And then when everything started reopening and everyone went back to their regular schedules, I kind of lost that connection with everyone and I missed it. So it's good now to be able to get out and see some people that I've literally only seen over a screen before in my life, and now I get to see them in person.
Silver medalist representing Canada, Caitlin Osmond.
I've wanted to be a part of the broadcast team since I was 14, 15 years old. And throughout the pandemic, I actually started doing school for journalism. And then I got to be a part of the CBC broadcast team for the Beijing Olympics. I didn't get to go to Beijing, but I was in Toronto. Yeah. And being in the studios, being in front of a camera, actually watching the sport and not competing in it, that made the world of difference and changed my view a lot on skating, which was very much appreciated. And it was amazing to see the entire events. When I was competing, I have to admit, I was extremely self-centered. I had my job to do, and I knew I had to really focus in on myself to be able to get my job done. So now to be able to see the sport from a fan perspective or a commentating perspective, I get to analyze it a little bit more and also see what everybody from every country, every community are doing and how they perform differently and execute things differently. And for me, that just brings a new light to skating and a freshness that I just never got to see because I was in the middle of it. It's been busy being a part of the guest coaching program. It was a lot of hours in the rink, so I never got to experience much outside of the rink. But the last 2 days I've had off, and I'm actually staying in Newfoundland for an extra week, and it's been super fun. I did a little bit of touring around. Yesterday I went to Cape Spear and just sat by the water for a long time, and
Nice.
I miss water. I guess what's next is I'm actually going back to school in September, restarting a whole new program. So I enjoy journalism, but I want to broaden that out a little bit more. So I'm actually going to the University of Alberta for media studies, and I'm going to need all the luck I can get on that. So I guess that's what's next for me, and then just hoping to stay in the broadcasting world with Skate Canada and staying in the coaching world and traveling as much as I can for that.
Coming up on Weekend AM, bringing the big screen to your backyard. The Nickel Road Show is sharing local independent films with rural communities across the province. More on how people can take part. And a mother-daughter powerlifting duo is taking the gold. They'll swing by the gym to hear how the pair got started. Those stories and more this Saturday and Sunday morning from 6 to 9:30.
Well, the countdown is on. Only a couple days now until the Stanley Cup visits St. John's. And Sean and Paula at Newhook, you guys must be just as excited as anyone to see your son up on that big stage.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we're super excited. And you're right, the countdown's on. It's just so exciting. A couple days to go, and we'll be ready.
What is this weekend going to be like for you guys getting ready for this?
Oh, it's going to be great. We've got lots of families starting to come into town now from all over the country, and Alex has a lot of his friends coming in from, teammates that he played midget with, junior with, college with, and the pros with. So it's, we've got so many people coming in and so much entertaining and so much stuff planned. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be go, go, go.
It feels like it's going to be a real celebration, all those people around.
Oh, 100%. It'll be nonstop, but it'll be, it's going to be great. I'm going to say, looking forward to it.
How much planning has gone into this for you guys?
A lot. Yeah, it's been, we've been on the go for probably a month once we found out the date of it and the date that it was coming. So we've really been hours daily, just trying to, it's going to be a full day from 7 a.m. till midnight. And for each hour of planning, it's a lot of work.
And do you have the schedule all blocked out, like every 15-minute increment? Is it all written down somewhere?
It is all written down somewhere, yes, and it is literally probably on the 15-minute mark. And it has to, we have to adhere to the timelines or, it'll get delayed. And knowing that we just have it till midnight, so it'll be particular and it'll be a go, go, go.
How do you fit everything you want to fit in? I mean, this is something that you work for your whole life, or Alex has, and you have one day to celebrate. I mean, how do you fit all that in?
I think most of it he's planned. He's pretty much come up with the itinerary. They're all things that he wanted to do, and he wanted to share it with the public and the people of Newfoundland and Labrador. And really, we just helped him along with some of the logistics of it and that type of thing. But really, they're all his ideas, and they're all things he wanted to do with it. So it seems to be a perfect fit here for Monday.
How much of this is for the community and a community celebration? And we hear that it takes a village to raise a child, or maybe an athlete as well. How much of this is trying to give back and celebrate the community's role in Alex's career so far?
I feel like most of the day is, and again, we sort of let Alex lead the way, and as Sean said, we filled in, and what we could do. But really, he does want to give back. He wants to appreciate the people who he's grown up with, who have helped him along the way in his hockey career. And as well as really give back to the people of Newfoundland and Labrador. It's really, as you said, it's a team effort, and the support across the province has been phenomenal.
Can you tell me a little bit about your shirts?
So we were approached by Universal Corporate to make some shirts because Alex really wanted to do some sort of a fundraiser for the REAL program here in the city. To help children play sports. So this was one way. They came up with these shirts and said $5 from every shirt sold will go to that program. So that is one of the ways that we will be raising money to support the REAL program on Monday.
And throughout all the events, all the excitement, how are you guys going to make sure you have a few moments just for you and Alex and Abby to kind of mark this moment together?
There's not going to be too much of it, I don't think. But we'll have our own time, I think, early in the morning before it starts really ramping up and that type thing. So we'll be sure to squeeze in some family shots and some family time with it. But it'll be, it's going to be go, go, go.
I do think, too, that all the pre-planning, I think it's going to be worth the efforts. Our goal is to have it all done in advance so when the day arrives that we can actually enjoy, in real time and not be caught up in all the other stuff.
Has it been interesting, and will it be interesting? He's going to be on the George Street stage. There's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of people yelling out for him as parents who've been through everything with him. How is that going to feel, you think?
I'm super excited. I'm really looking forward to it and feel so fortunate that at least we can all be together as a family and enjoy the excitement with him on his special day.
Yeah, I think he's been very fortunate to be drafted by a good organization and a strong team, and they have the opportunity to win the cup at this age. It's just, it's great, and it's all good timing, and, no complaints. He's been very fortunate to be in that position, so I think it's time to give back and celebrate with the people out there who've supported him. I think it's going to be awesome.
Thank you guys very much. Monday, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock is the time for the public. Thank you guys very much for explaining some of it with me today.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, you're looking at a live shot of beautiful Bannerman Park where the St. John's African Roots Festival is getting underway. We'll check back with Chrissy Holmes for more of what visitors can expect from that free music festival. That's ahead.
Welcome back to Here and Now. We're live in Bannerman Park, and we're getting to know some of the people behind the St. John's African Roots Festival, which is going to have this place bumping tomorrow, largely in part of our next two guests here. And this is an incredible story. Andrew Kagumba, first of all, hello.
Hello.
So you got an interesting story. You're studying ethnomusicology at MUN?
Yes.
Okay. And you collect ethnomusicology degrees or something? You have more than one?
Well, my first degree is in music education. So I've been a music teacher all my life, and now I'm doing a PhD in ethnomusicology.
That is so cool. How long have you been at St. John's for?
A teacher?
Yeah.
10 years.
Oh, amazing.
10 years now.
Okay, different story for your friend though. Edward Sembatia just got here from BC. Edward, welcome to St. John's.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Okay, but what's really cool to me is, yes, we're going to talk about what you're playing. You've got these amazing drums here. I can't wait to show you that. But you guys, how you know each other? This is your first time that you've been together in some time. Just give us the backstory.
Edward and I are childhood friends. We grew up in a village called Mpambire, a drum-making village. And I left Uganda in 2017, and I hadn't seen Edward for all these years up to now. And here we are meeting in St. John's to play at the Surface tomorrow.
It's incredible. Like, so you guys knew each other your whole lives. Tell me a little bit about what it was like growing up together, what you guys were doing, playing together, dancing together.
Yeah, well, I major in dance, and he's more of a musician, but I play these accompaniments. So we grew up practicing all dances and music from Uganda, different parts of Uganda, in different troops, performing troops. They are like the living libraries of the traditional music and dance. That's what I could say about that.
What a pair, dancing, drumming, and you guys are going to get this place going here for a minute. So I need people here to see how detailed these drums are, because you say this is you come from a traditional drum making family. Mm-hmm. Just tell us a little bit about this. It's so intricate. I don't know if Mike can get in there, but yeah, just tell us about this drum.
Yeah, so this drum is called Mbutu drum, and it's made of cow skin. All the materials are from this village. Mpambire village has a forest called Mpanga. That's where the trees come from. So this is a frame of a tree, but all this is cow skin. This hide is made of cow skin. Yeah, and the drum normally has what we call a heart. We believe this is not just a drum, but it has a spirit. It's living, and you must respect the drum. And each family must have a drum in Uganda, because of a drum is not just a drum, but it's the spirit that keeps the community together. It's the spirit that keeps people together.
So what can you tell us about these drums in particular?
These drums, this is a set. The small one is called Namunjoloba, and it gives the signals during the music and the dances. This one is called, this one gives the basic beat, and then that gives the different, it gives the different motifs. So
are you guys going to play something for us here?
Sure,
yeah?
sure.
Okay, well, I'll get you... Andrew, my goodness, that was incredible. Thank you so much. When are you guys playing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. at the Bannerman Park.
Oh, okay. St. John's is getting on the go, guys. We've been speaking with Andrew Kagumba and Edward Sembatia. Listen, I absolutely appreciate this so much. And listen, can't wait for tomorrow. You guys keep playing. I'm just going to go over here and enjoy, okay?
Thank you.
Canada is authorizing a booster dose of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for children between 5 and 11 years old.
This booster dose provides a great option to restore protection for this age group, especially for those who are at high risk of severe illness.
Tam says children should receive the booster at least 6 months after receiving their initial 2 doses. Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has nominated an Indigenous woman to the Supreme Court of Canada. Her name is Michelle O'Bonswin. She will become the first Indigenous person to serve on Canada's highest court. She's been a judge on the Ontario Superior Court since 2017 and holds a PhD in law from the University of Ottawa. O'Bonswin is Abenaki, a Franco-Ontarian who is fluently bilingual. Move over gondolas. Hello, foreign surfers. There were no good vibes for this duo after the mayor of Venice shared this video asking for help identifying the pair. It seems surfing, paddleboarding, and canoeing are all a big no-no on the famous canal. The pair is facing fines, and those specialized boards were confiscated. They might have better luck at Venice Beach, I think. Let's find out who's celebrating. Happy 56th anniversary to Rosalie and Sid Stiles of Stephenville. Anniversary wishes going out to Ed and Sam Brown of Northern Arm. It's their 50th today. Happy 57th anniversary to Walter and Cynthia Belbin of Bay Roberts. Congratulations to Bill and Zelda Dixon of Bay Vert, now living in CBS. They're celebrating 66 years together. Happy 52nd anniversary to Jim and Kay Mercer of Stephenville Crossing. Wishing George and Lizzie Blanche of Jersey Side a happy 65th wedding anniversary. Happy 65th anniversary to Clara and Irving Wareham of Carbonear, now living in Paradise. George and Marie Mitchell-Moore of Green Island Cove are celebrating 66 years of marriage. Congratulations. Best wishes to Hilda and Robert Balsam of Clarenville on their 59th wedding anniversary. Congratulations to Madeline and Clarence Osmond of Pasadena and Stu and Joyce Osmond of Bay Vert. It's an extra special day because these twin brothers get to share such a monumental anniversary together with their wives. Congratulations. Happy 56th wedding anniversary today to Derek and Marie Roberts of St. John's. And it's a 58th anniversary for Sophie and Calvin White of Western Bay. They still love picking blueberries together. Wishing Trevor and Mildred Bennett a happy 70th wedding anniversary. Happy 66th anniversary to Fred and Alice Kavanagh of St. John's. Best wishes to Linda and Doug Churchill of Glovertown on their 52nd anniversary. Happy 63rd anniversary to Thelma and Donnie LaCour from Shallop Cove. It's a golden anniversary for Cecil and Barbara Brown of Whiteway. Congratulations. Happy 54th anniversary to Walter and Irene Jacobs of Badgers Key. Happy 50th anniversary to Bob and Dolores Barrett of Blaketown. Here they are with their 2 granddaughters. Happy 54th anniversary to Bernice and Clyde Reynolds of Harbor Grace. Wishing Nick and Francis Philpott from Mount Pearl a happy 60th anniversary. Anniversary greetings going out to Harry and Mita Elliott of St. John's on their 54th anniversary. Congratulations to Wayne and Debbie Windsor of Goulds. They're celebrating 50 years of marriage. Happy 55th anniversary to Les and Val Hewlin of Stephenville. Happy 63rd anniversary to Vera and Kelvin Barnes of Foxtrap. Ruth and Ern Cluitt of Conception Bay South are celebrating their 59th wedding anniversary. Happy 59th anniversary to Juanita and Cecil Chater of Labrador City, now living in Northern Arm. Happy 50th anniversary to Gerald and Diane Alexander of Corner Brook. Happy anniversary to Byrne and Vera Quinlan of Buckins. They're celebrating 50 years of marriage today. Love and best wishes going out to Inez and Kevin Hall of Pasadena, who are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. Happy 55th anniversary today to Roy and Verna Edison of Roddickton. Ted and Marge Everson of Flat Rock are also celebrating 55 years of marriage. Happy 55th anniversary as well to Randy and Annie Whalen of Hodges Cove. Congratulations to Vince and Kay Billard of Port Choix on their 51st anniversary tomorrow. Happy 50th anniversary to Jerome and Philomena Delaney of St. John's. And another golden anniversary, Melvin and Loretta Legg are celebrating 50 years of marriage. Now to some birthdays. Happy 92nd birthday today to Ruby Warren of Heart's Delight. Scott Daw of Seldom, Fogo Island, now living in Gander, is also celebrating a 92nd birthday. Wishing Absalom Baker from Bay Largent a happy 90th birthday. Happy birthday to Melva Warren of Gambo, who turns 91 tomorrow. Here she is showing her youngest granddaughter how to make homemade bread. Wishing Fern Butler of Bell Island a very happy 98th birthday. Happy birthday to Florence Hopkins of Greens Harbor, who's turning 91 tomorrow. Best wishes to Jack Bray of Corner Brook, who's celebrating his 97th birthday. Birthday wishes going out to Joan Ellsworth, who just turned 90. We're told she's the oldest resident in Mount Moriah. And a very happy 95th birthday to Audrey Brandy of Garnish. Okay, let's check in with Chrissy one more time. So Chrissy, the African Roots Festival happening there all weekend long, but there are some activities happening there tonight. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, there's so many people actually here showing up tonight. There's actually going to be a screening of a free movie here, a kids movie coming up in just a little bit. Some dancing happening after that, and the main event really is going to be tomorrow here in the park. Apparently, rain or shine. We know that there is rain on the way, but rain or shine, these guys are you sure you're ready? You ready to go, Andrew? Yeah, they're ready to go. They're going to be hitting those drums no matter what. And Carolyn, do you want to go out with a little bit more drumming?
Oh,
they got
sure.
it in them.
Yes, please.
All right.
Chrissy, how about you, though?
There we go.
Wanted to get Chrissy to try to drum.
I'm grooving in the background here.
Everyone. We'll leave you with this very energetic drumming music. Have a great weekend.